Hello and welcome back, and this is Naveen from UI Brain. So last video we have discussed about uh, token verifier to verify the token which you receive from the client, and now let's make the private request with the token. Okay, so I have another route to get the particular user's information to slash me. Okay, see here, it's a private route. So you're not providing any user ID in the URL. Like generally, if you want to get a user's information, the primary key user ID required, but ID is not there. Then if your ID is not there, then whose data I have to provide? Simple story. This is what type of request is a private request. Private request means client should send the token. If you decode the token, you have user information. So with that, you have to get data. So what I do is here extra. So to how to configure the private routes is extra. You have to verify the token. Let me import that token verifier. Import verifier. Okay. So now here, just say verify token verifier. Okay, so what this token verifier does is this is your middleware. So once you go inside, what happens is it will check that user auth token is providing or not. Okay, so once you decode back, you get the user information there, and in that you have id, user id also, right? So with that you get data. So here, let requested user of type just any is equal to Mm, how you get user data, where I kept in the request header. So you get from the request header only. Sorry, you get from the request header only. Yep. So you get from the request headers and user dot id you provide. So let's say let user of type I user or sometimes null is equal to await my user table capital user dot find one, or you're going to provide the primary key, right? So you may write like this, find one where underscore id is requested user dot id. You make this way, you make this way, or else one more function is there. If you're going to search for a table's data with a primary key, because user's id is the primary key in user's table, right? So if you provide a primary key, then directly you can specify find by id is function you provide request user dot id. So if you're providing a primary key, then go with this function. Other than primary key, any other field you're gonna search for, go for find one. Okay. So I got the user. Okay. Let's say if no user. If there is no user, then what? If no user, I'll say return response dot status of 400 dot json. Let me send him back something as a response. Errors will be an array in that object. Message user data not found. Okay, so other than that, if user data found, you can send a response back. How you send a response back if user found is I just specify the user as user. That's all. Okay, so super fine. So you made a private request now. Simple. How to configure private request for your router is just add extra your middleware. Okay, that will verify the token and that will decode back, and in that you get the user information. With that user information only you can make the next logic. Okay, so as this is the private route, let me test it now. I think server is up and running. Yep. Back here, what is that? Get user information, right? Okay, so just like any other public request, I send a request. What happened? You get the error, no token provided, access denied. So why this is coming is because you configure the verifier. Okay, because every private request you must verify that. Okay, so no token provided, access denied. Where you get the token? If you log in, you get the token. Yes, this is the token. Copy that. So client supposed to send it, but we don't have client. No, this itself is a client. So how you provide the client with header is there is something called header option here. In what name you have to send X auth token. I given there in the token verifier X auth token. So X auth token value is your token. So I have provided the token. So based on the token, my server will understand who is that and gives me the data. See, whose data has come? Naveen, because Naveen's token I given. Okay, name, email. I don't need to send password back to client because this data sent to client. No, I don't want to send password data. If you don't want to send slight change in the slight change in this finder, yeah, you can write dot select in this minus password. So when I say minus password, so it ignores. When I say minus password, it ignores the password field, password column from the result data. Okay. So I check my server should be up and running, and then we'll test it. Okay, running. Back here. Previously you are getting password. If I click on send now, the password is not there. Anyway, we don't need the password, right? In the client. So that's all. You get the user's information. So this is how you will send, the private request to the server. Okay. So that's all enough for this router, and we are just completely finished with the users registration, login, and get user information, three routings. And now let's start with events routing. So where you need to upload an event and get the single event, one ID, like free and pro events and all the story. So let's talk about that thing in the next video. Thank you so much for watching, and please do subscribe to my channel. Thank you.